Madden NFL 22, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Bulls and the Cowboys, coming up next.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with their opponents. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles.
Throwing on first down. Bernard.
Open man is hard. It's complete.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Spiller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down. Bernard, complete. Smith has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they can't bring him down. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there on the scramble.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Pushing through, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th over.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s. Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field spot.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yeah, indeed, the flag is out.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him. They run with Spiller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendency.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Looking to throw on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A big pickup there on the scramble.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, we're going to take a second look at the... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Bernard. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Being chased out left. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his... This is Spiller. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
To throw on second down. Bernard eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And he's got some space here. And touchdown! A big play there. 82 yards.
Bulls are able to... And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A solid stiff arm. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Bernard. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Mack, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Now Norwood. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20.
You don't like this.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day up in here. We got it all day.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about the kicking game because you can get an advantage.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal... On first and 10, Bernard. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Wormley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Bernard. They'll roll him out right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Spiller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They bring the safe. Throwing on first down. Bernard. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Bernard eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. It's Spiller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off play action. Bernard on the move to his left. Allen has it left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.